The billions you get, you will use those monies to pay for your medical bills. The remaining ones will be used in funeral arrangements. And we the Kenyan people shall be there to witness your downfall. Tunatafuta vijana walevi kwa kijiji ndo wanazika yeye.
Following the death of Wafula Chebukati, former chairman of the IEBC, some political factions have expressed relief, blaming his leadership for their side's loss in the 2022 elections. These individuals feel his actions at the IEBC played a significant role in the controversial outcome. However, this reaction has sparked a debate about the ethics of celebrating someone's death, with many urging respect despite political differences.
Wenzangu, kwani hata salamu pia mnakataa? Ninajua tuko na matanga lakini tunaweza salimiana. Bunge power. Today I was to get out of the country, but upon hearing very disheartening news, I was to get out of the country now. This is very important. Kuna mtu mwingine anataka kuongea. Today I was to get out of the country. Oya, why are you so determined to embarrass yourself? Ama unadhani wewe ni wa kwanza kusupport Ruto? Watu walimsupport wakachoka. Wakawacha.
Hakuna haja tutapunguza sasa ile mwanzo.
Kwani Ruto ni baba yako bwana? Bwana, nilikuwa nadhani akili ni nywele, kumbe ya hapa sio nywele. Bunge power. Bunge power. I was saying today I was to get out of the country for business and political realignment. But I received very disheartening news that the arms of hell had spread out and taken one of the very resolute Kenyans we ever had. A Kenyan who had served with the utmost diligence and honesty, a patriot par excellence. We have lost. We have lost a Kenyan who has set an example of how someone should conduct themselves in public office. And therefore I want to call upon the Kenyan people to mourn peacefully, because death knocks on everyone's door. Today is Chebukati's day. Tomorrow we don't know whose day. Mimi sitaki kusema Mungu amweke mahali pema peponi, kwa sababu Kianda aliimba wimbo akasema kuweka mahali mtu anawekwa ni kazi ya Mungu. Na hiyo ni kazi ya Maulana, wacheni kidomodomo. Maandiko yasema wazi, kama mtu akifa matendo yake yamfuata, mzigo atabeba mwenyewe. Sasa Mungu atamweka mahali yeye anataka. We have been through a lot of stuff because of his decisions. Na sitaki kusema mengi, ndo watu wengine kesho wasitumie maneno yangu kunipiga. Mr. Speaker, I have had a lot of things, and that we are needed to talk about foreign policy here today. It's a very deep topic that I can see most of us are floating. Foreign policy in layman's language is how our neighbors see us. How are we behaving? And how does it affect us? How does our behavior as a country affect the international community? Mr. Speaker, I want to submit that we are making a lot of grave mistakes. mistakes that can make Kenya burn, mistakes that can force the Kenyan people to defend themselves against external aggressors. Vile Moses Kajwanga aliuliza akiwa Senate, we are not very sure that hizi ndege wanga zinapaa hapa juu on Jamhuri Day, they can actually defend us from war. Because they are the same aeroplanes we have been seeing ever since we were children. And in this, watu wanajipanga kila siku. Muliona ndege ambayo ilianguka na our CDF Ogola. Ni ndege ambayo Malaysia wanatumia kufanya irrigation. Sisi ndio ndege inabeba chief defense mkubwa wetu wa majeshi, which means we are not ready to handle any form of aggression. We have a very clueless public permanent secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, a person with a fake accent, fake apologies, fake tweets, AI generated tweets. Akiambiwa aseme pole, anatuma an AI generated apology. A person who said that the SADC community will not have an influence on how Raila wins AU. Imagine huyo mtu ni PS in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Absolute absurdity. And that's why we are getting everything wrong as a country. That's why today we can wake up tomorrow na tusikie Boko Haram are holding a press conference at KICC. Tunaweza amuka hata tusikie ISIS are having a meeting in Nairobi. Ama Al-Qaeda. And Musalia Mudavadi will come forward to defend that. Watu wanasema serikali iko imara. Serikali iko imara ukifikiria from a point that sisi kama Wajaluo tumefinywa sana, barabara sasa inajengwa karibu na kwetu. Barabara ndio inajengwa karibu na kwenyu. Lakini unafaa uombe kwamba nchi inaendeshwa in a way that utatumia hiyo barabara for 50 years. Barabara ikijengwa kwenu na sisi tukue na vita, huyo nyanya yako mwenye barabara inajengwa hapo nje akufe, hiyo barabara imemsaidia namna gani? Pia mimi ni mtu ya mlima. Kwetu ni Mount Elgon. Hiyo si ni mlima. Mr. Speaker, we need to tell the people the truth. What has happened here today, I have tried to sugarcoat everything in the beginning of this address. And I have used the vice versa statements. And today, anybody who is going to become IEBC chairman, I don't know who, but I want to send you this message. That if you usurp the will of the people, you will be very lucky to see the next election. Mothers cannot be crying their children have been abducted. Young women becoming orphans. People's will being taken advantage of. And you think the billions you've pocketed will help you. Ninawaambianga hapa kila siku Mungu huwa halali kayoli. The billions you get, you will use those monies to pay for your medical bills. The remaining ones will be used in funeral arrangements. And we the Kenyan people shall be there to witness your downfall. It's a message, it's a bitter pill to swallow. It's a bitter pill. Kwa sababu some of us who have been in this struggle fighting for a better Kenya. I fight for a better Kenya so that such people who are heckling can heckle in a safe space. We fight for a better Kenya because tomorrow the boot will be on another foot and you will feel the pinch. Kwa sababu wewe sahi, because you are benefiting from the breadcrumbs that are falling from the table of impunity, you think you have won. Wakati tulikuwa tunajaribu kupatia watu advice, tukiwaambia tafadhali, listen to the will of the people and make announcements that go with the will of the people. Watu wengine waliona wao ni wakili kutushinda. Some commissioners of IEBC had to flee out of the country. Cherera 4 wengine sijui wako wapi. Ule mtu aliona yeye ni ndume kabisa akasimama. Akatangaza he opened a cage of locusts that has come to devour our vegetation. Mimi nilitangaza siku aliapisha Rais William Ruto ya kwamba Kenyans who are dancing at Kasarani will be regretting it in a few days later. Juzi mulikuwa munasema hapa, munashangaa akitaja barabara kutoka Mandera mpaka Isiolo. Mimi sikushangaa because that was not his first time. I remember akisema in a few months time the stadium in Eldoret will be complete. In a couple of months time the stadium in Wote will be complete. In another couple of months time the historic stadium in Kiambu will be complete. So instead of 5 stadia, we are actually going for 9. Nyinyi mukapiga makofi, mukasahau. Juzi yako hapa Mandera anasema barabara itoke hapa Mandera, iteremuke Elwak, ipitie Kobo, ipitie Kotulo, ipitie Modogashe, iende Samata, iteremuke hapa Tarbat, alafu iende Isiolo. Nyinyi munashangaa. Yeah. Nikimalizia. There are some people that are saying President Ruto has changed. Eti aliingia kwa kiti akabadilika. William Ruto has never changed. Exactly. He is still the same William Ruto. He is actually the best version of William you will ever see. He cannot change from being himself. He is so incapable of telling the truth. Every time he starts to speak, involuntarily he starts lying. So I understand the man. It is his weakness. We are therefore telling him that you have outlived your usefulness with the people of Kenya, as you told us in 2022, that it is the Kenyan people that hires and fires governments. Coming this election, Mr. President, we are going to fire your government and elect a new government. Wale wanasema 10 bila break. The only incident ya 10 bila break ni wakati lori ya tairi 10 imeua watu. Sasa nyinyi endeleeni na 10 bila break. Iko kwa mteremko. Tutawaokota huko chini. People power. We are saying Ruto must go, just like he has started to go today. Na hii maneno ya Chebukati, kulingana na sisi kwetu wa Bukusu, Chebukati ni Mbukusu, wacha niongee mambo yetu ya kimila ya Kibukusu nikienda. Wafula Chebukati. Sisi kwetu tukiua mwizi huwa tunamuzika usiku. Wakati familia yake haiko, tunatafuta vijana walevi kwa kijiji ndo wanazika yeye. Ako na bahati serikali itamsaidia, tungezika yeye usiku.